Alright, chat, we got why Hollywood hates speed. Hey, I'm on timing. This was posted 32 minutes ago. Yeah, hey, we on timing.
This week, a major Hollywood director said that streamers like ishowspeed are killing the movie industry. A Wells Fargo employee died at her desk, and it took a staggering 4 days for anyone to notice. Scientists have just unearthed 1,700 new viruses trapped in the rapidly melting permafrost, and the days of humanoid robots in your home are no longer a thing of the future. All of that and so much more. Subscribe to Oil Alex Up, like the video to avoid a difference, to say a few words about the state of Hollywood in general right now. He believes that Hollywood is starting to crumble right now because it's losing its most talented and creative minds to streamers like ishowspeed and Nat. He suggests that all of those kids maybe 10, 20 years ago that would have wanted to go into the movie industry and become actors, directors, writers, now instead of movies, watch people like Nat and Speed and go on to want to be gamers, content creators, and streamers.
And then all those kids that are so creative are now just going to find other outlets and go other places because movies are no longer the dominant art form. Always they were the dominant art form, but nothing is linear anymore.
And to be honest, he just says things that everyone else is feeling right now about Hollywood. I mean, come on. Everything they seem to be producing right now is a reboot or a sequel of something. I've seen someone put a list out of this year alone. It's shocking. And to be fair, there are valid reasons for that. The main one being, and maybe the only one, money. Matt Damon actually on this topic put it very, very well. He said that
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Most movies nowadays don't even make half the budget.
One of the things that dramatically changed the filmmaking business structure is the loss of DVD sales. He said that back then, you could afford as a movie producing company to not make all of your money in the opening weekend at the cinema. Because you know that once the DVD sales come along, it's almost like a second re-release and it's a big, spur of money behind the project again. A big influx of more cash. But now, without that, things have changed a lot. If it's not a movie idea that's gonna get a whole bunch of people in the cinema that weekend, it suddenly becomes a massive gamble. And keep in mind, a lot of these Hollywood movies literally take hundreds of millions of dollars to produce. And no one wants to gamble with that kind of money. So naturally, the safe option is to make sequels of really popular previous movies, reboots of previously popular movies. And then of course, just the blockbusters that are amazing to watch in this. They're only amazing to watch in the cinema. But what that lack of risk and creativity costs is the loss of all of that young...
Man, I can't wait for the next Avatar movies to come out. Okay, my thing is that it is true about how streamers now are taking kids' interest as elsewhere, not kids but people just flat on just anybody. Most people now are gonna watch streamers, they're gonna watch YouTube videos more and all this stuff more than they are movies. But I don't think that it's stopping movies for real. I just think that movies are just movies. I don't think that movies are dying because of content creators. I think that movies are dying because of how they perform now. Some people don't want to watch the same thing over and over again. Some people don't want to watch certain things. They need to get back into looking at the interest of things or whatever. I don't know. But let's finish this because I don't even know.
Talent that, used to watch these movies when they were young and be inspired and wanting to do that one day themselves. And now you got a whole bunch of kids being inspired by watching hours of streaming on YouTube and TikTok. And it's not just Hollywood. We are seeing this same trend across other traditional sectors like news, for example. These old traditional industries are refusing to evolve. And in doing so, they are creating a vacuum, a demand for something fresh and new. Enter creators like myself that step in. I mean, I love the idea of being a journalist and talking about news, but I didn't like the idea of doing it like that.
Yeah, hey.
Alex, be very careful with the things that, you put here when I suggest there. I don't want to get a lawsuit for a passion-filled rant. Huh, well, I'm interested to know what he puts there. And now, just imagine being a kid in 2024 that wants to be a journalist when they grow up. You're faced with two paths. You could work at a traditional news corporation where you're told what to do, what stories to cover, and where everything you create is owned by the company. Or you could go the independent route, be your own boss, cover the stories that you want to cover, that you're passionate about, present them in your own style, and most importantly, own everything you create, not just get paid to create it. I mean, given the two paths, it is a no-brainer for a lot of the young, creative minds. And ironically, the more these industries cling onto convention and doing things the old way, the more it pushes away the very people it needs to breathe new life into the industry. And that is literally the cycle we are in right now. Are they going to continue to go down the same safe, predictable path? Or are they going to start taking risks and evolve and once again inspire the next generation? I mean, honestly, only time is going to tell, but one thing is for sure. The creative landscape is changing, and right now, a 19-year-old kid with one cameraman is seen as competition to companies that have hundreds of employees and billions of dollars. That is wild. The power of the individual. Moving on. All right, this next one is
all right, bro. It's just like Speed just doing it, bro. Like, let's go to his YouTube and just look at how he's going crazy right now. Yeah. Like, bro. This man always have put in the hours, and he's putting in the work. Him and Kai, bro. Like, look at this. Work. It's just the industries need to get better. That's all that is. That's all that is.